beautiful morning here in Saint-Moritz. I have never seen that much snow recently, at least not in Paris. You do not see that in Paris. So this morning we picked our Alfa Romeo Stelvio up. Their new SUV. I shouldn't say new, I should actually say their first SUV. And so we were supposed to get a black one, but we got the white one, which isn't so bad actually. It's kind of pearlescent as well. It's not flat white, metallic white. It's sort of pearlescent. It's beautiful. And with the snow, it's almost like camo. It's natural camo, really. The looks of the car are absolutely incredible to me. I personally find it quite interesting for many reasons. Mainly, it feels very small for an SUV. I'm very eager to see how this drives in the snow. We haven't done much driving yet, but we will be driving it with it very soon. And you know what? Let's get in. Let's get in first. I'll show you around. All right, so let's get here. You know, considering there's so much snow, I'm taking off a bit of snow, obviously. You don't want to cover up the car too much. All right, so let's get inside here first. All right. Inside the Alfa Romeo Stelvio for the first time. And I must say, well, first impressions, and as in really first impressions, it feels very comfortable, very comfy. You are very comfy here. Steering wheel, it feels very sporty for some reason. It's very thin. So the start and stop button, this is an interesting thing. I kind of like it. It adds a touch. Actually, it adds a very sporty detail to an SUV. It's not red, but it should be red in the quadrifoglio version, I believe, which is the best version of the Stelvio. Oh, by the way, as well, something very interesting to me is the fact that connectivity. On a car, I need connectivity. I need my Apple, I need my equipment to be connected, which is why I kind of like the fact that there is only one USB here, but obviously there is another one over here. So, you know, you can deal with that. Another first impression thing on the Stelvio is that it doesn't really feel like an SUV, to be honest, even though it is. It feels more almost like a sedan. The dashboard, it is completely almost horizontal, contrary to like the Giulia or the Giulietta, which is a bit more curvy. I kind of like that. All right, well, now what I've been waiting for so long, and probably you as well, let's get to drive, guys. I believe it's also probably one of the first time you will see me drive. You haven't seen me drive very often, have you? You know what? Let's go. Alright guys, I am finally behind the wheel of the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, but it wasn't easy to get here, believe me. It actually was quite a ride for us, quite a ride. Some roads were blocked, so we took quite a lot of time to get there. Well, first of all, it was a 2-hour drive, but then we stopped midway because some of the roads were closed due to the snow, so we had to take a train, a 2-hour train to get there. So yeah, it was quite a ride, without a doubt. It was quite a ride. Last night, Alfa Romeo, they made a big surprise for us actually when we arrived at the hotel. And when we arrived at the restaurant, there were 2 more. It's really nice, really nice. So I am driving towards the Jorgen Pass apparently. As you can see, it is incredibly beautiful. We are on pure mountain roads. And the Stelvio is handling like a boss, like a champ, honestly. For a guy that has never driven in those conditions, in the snow, I have to admit that the car handles really well. I'm not pushing a lot, you know. You always have to be careful. I know I might sound like a public service announcement kind of guy, but it looks absolutely amazing. This is incredible. I mean, I don't know you, but I don't usually drive in those kind of places. Wow, look at the mountains, guys. Absolutely incredible. The scenery here is magnificent. It almost looks like as if we were in a dream, really. Stupefied. It's hard to find words to describe how awesome this is. I'm not a racing driver, I'm not a pilot. My goal here is not to like drive this thing like a madman, especially in the snow and these conditions. I am definitely not going to take any risk or anything, but even then, you can definitely have some fun with this car, without a doubt. This is a very fun car. So I've decided to stop here because, let's face it, it is absolutely incredible. I mean, snowy mountains all around basically. And the interesting thing is the fact that the car is white as well, pearlescent and white actually. It fits so well. It makes me look like, you know, one of those Arctic foxes, you know, the one with the tiny ears. It's magnificent. Red brake calipers that pop out quite nicely in this environment. The fact that the car is also quite small, as you can see on the rooftop, it is, you know, there's a specific shape that reminds us of sportivity. So as I told you, this is an Alfa before being an SUV, without a doubt. And you know, the grille, the front grille, it is beautiful. One of the cool things as well is that this car, I did tell you it was very slippery. This car is, obviously it has 280 horsepower. However, you can take the full potential of so many much more. And this is absolutely incredible because, I mean, as I told you, this car behaves absolutely incredibly on those snowy roads. I'm pretty sure that, I mean, not at any point was I like fearing for losing control or anything. I mean, this car is the perfect mountain road, really. Perfect mountain road. Another fun fact is the fact that Saint-Moritz, it's quite of a luxurious place in Switzerland. So it's pretty nice to see the fact that so many people are looking the Stelvio as we are driving it, which means obviously that it is the kind of car that gets a lot of looks, I suppose. Many people seem to like it, to enjoy it, the looks of it. This is actually a good sign for Alfa Romeo, considering it seems like their target is somewhat very well, perceives the message quite well, it seems. So the Alfa Romeo Stelvio is also a passenger car. I gave the wheel to my friend, and right now, so we're driving still on the Jorgen Pass. I am very comfortably installed here, even though there are some twisting roads, but the car's handle, this is a toy. It's a real toy. Alright, so this is the end of our experience with the Alfa Romeo Stelvio. We've been driving for about 3-4 hours in these lovely mountain roads, full of snow. It's almost magical, really. The car itself is quite magical as well. As you can see, we had the white one, the blue one here as well. I prefer the white one. That's just, I mean, look at our rims. This is typical Alfa Romeo DNA compared to this one. This is Alfa Romeo DNA for me. And so basically, I really enjoyed this little experience we had, this little drive this morning. And here are the things you need to remember about the Alfa Romeo Stelvio. First of all, it is both an SUV and a sports car, really. It is a sports car. Second of all, it is quite ambivalent. I don't know if that makes sense. It behaves incredibly well on the road. Even with snow, and those are not the perfect driving conditions, let's face it, but it is beautifully done. Last but not least, Stelvio is an SUV, but not just any SUV. It really deserves its place among the top of the range of the SUV premium range. It has soul, let's face it. So if you want to be something else, this is the one for you guys.